The University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign is a prestigious university filled with diversity. Students from all over the world come with different backgrounds, cultures, ethnicities, and different views on life. So with all this variety, we wanted to create a video to give the students a voice by asking them questions about certain topics and get their perspectives.
Absurd. It's the university trying to grow a lot in a very short period of time. Seems to be maybe misplaced energy to be building up apartments without people to put in them. I know one of the apartment buildings, the folks that were helping us build this, was talking about one of the apartment buildings on Green Street. No one is in it yet because of what happened with parking. They had planned to have a system of elevators for the cars to go up on different levels, and the company that did that, there are two companies that do that, and one of them ended, folded, done. So it's sitting there, unable to have people live in it because there's no place to put the cars, and it won't get approved for people to live in it until they solve that problem.
Full. And basically it is for students that are talented students that are admitted to the University of Illinois and who are at or 50% below the poverty line. They're Illinois students, they're for the Illinois Promise. It's like our promise to educate the citizens of our state. And and then we are able to provide those students with essentially a full ride to the University of Illinois, and minimizing the loans too as well, which is like a critical point, for our students.
Yeah. So, how long have you been involved in the Promise program?
Oh, very good question. Well, since December. The director of Illinois Promise, Susan Gershenfeld, started with the program in 2005, and she left in November 29th specifically. Remember the day. And then I was asked by the Office of the Provost, to work with the Illinois Promise program because of the work that I had done around issues of student diversity and retention and enrichment of students. So I'm really excited. So it's been one semester.
Because the best way to help them is understanding that they are in an extremely, extremely basic level. And many of them don't even speak Spanish well when they got here.
Oh, really?
We have one here at the middle school, Edgar. He got here when he was 11. He started speaking Spanish like half a year before he came here.
Oh.
All his life, he spoke Canjoval. So he grew up in Guatemala. His mom left when he was 3 years old. He stayed there with grandma. All his life he spoke Canjoval, which is the same language they speak. And then 6 months before he got here, his mom asked his grandma to start taking him to Spanish lessons because he was going to come here. So when he got here, he was able to communicate, but he was saying yes to everything and smiling and so cute, adorable. I didn't know that he wasn't really understanding much of it until I took him to Chicago, him and his mom, to get an assessment with an immigration attorney. And the immigration attorney came out after when she was trying to do the intake, and she was like, he doesn't speak Spanish, he can't understand what I'm saying. He's saying yes to everything.
Yeah.
I say, are you happy? He says yes. Are you upset? He says yes. Are you, where did you live? Yes. He was saying yes to everything.
Yeah.
So even with the language.
So there's a struggle with them very early.
So now they're learning their third language. I always tell them that they should be proud of that, and I always encourage them to keep their language because most of the families that we have here from Guatemala, they speak Canjoval, and many of the adults never learn English. So these kids that are going to be able to communicate with them, but also communicate in English, are going to be a great asset for their community.
Well,